The Gilbert, Arizona Police Department is now pursuing attempted murder charges against Chad and Lori Daybell. Can this crazy cult case get any weirder? And do you think this will cause the Maricopa County Attorney to look at Chad Daybell a little differently than they did in the murder of Charles Vallow? Well, thanks for joining Profiling Evil for this quick review of recent updates in the Chad and Lori Daybell cult case. Now, as we begin, please take a moment, hit that like and the subscribe button, ring the bell so that you get all of our notifications and you don't ever miss any of our new videos. Now, if you were like me, you were baffled when the Maricopa County Attorney declined to prosecute Chad Daybell as a conspirator in the Charles Vallow murder case. Chandler Police certainly pointed the investigative finger at him, and now a different department is pointing a finger at him once again, this time for the attempted murder of Brandon B.O.L.O. Remember Brandon? He's the once estranged husband of Lori Daybell's niece, Melanie, now his ex-wife. They were former cult members who followed the Daybell's bizarre religious doctrines that included judging who the good guys were and who the bad guys were. You know, the dark spirits. Well, now, Gilbert Police are recommending that Chad and Lori Daybell be charged with attempted first-degree murder in that case against B.O.L.O. Think back to reports coming out of Gilbert, Arizona in October of 2019. Brandon B.O.L.O. is driving home, and as he's getting ready to pull into his driveway, someone takes a shot at him. It's now believed to be Alex Cox. The shooter was inside of a Jeep Wrangler just outside of his home, and one of the bullets shattered B.O.L.O.'s car window, narrowly missing his head. It was determined that the suspected Jeep formerly belonged to deceased Charles Vallow. You can't forget all of our videos when Alex Cox shot Charles Vallow to death just 3 months before this happened. If you need to, go back to our playlist and check them out if you missed them. Now, according to reports, Vallow's widow gave the vehicle to Cox as part of a plot to kill B.O.L.O. Reports suggest that Cox was coached by both of the now Daybells to tint the windows of the Jeep and remove the back seat and the spare tire mount that's on the outside. That way, it would make it easier to shoot at B.O.L.O. from inside of this altered vehicle. B.O.L.O.'s statement to police really says it all. I mean, he was recorded just minutes after police responded to his 911 call. It's captured on body camera, and they've blurred it just to kind of protect everyone there. But listen as the investigating officer asks B.O.L.O. if he has any enemies.
Did the owners of the house say anything to you who was renting the house before you or anything?
No.
Do you have any enemies? Anybody that you...
I just went through a divorce. There was some crazy stuff that happened with her aunt, killed her husband, but I would hope that has nothing to do with this.
Okay. And no issues at work? No issues, enemies or anything?
Okay. Other than the only people that I could even think of would be that group. But,
the family?
Yeah.
Your ex-wife's? All right, so you were coming here. Did it look like a long rifle? Did it look like a rifle type?
Yeah, it looked like a rifle or something. Like there was a muzzle. There was like some kind of a muzzle thing on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they just lifted up the back gate and shot.
Okay. So they were shooting this way. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, there's nothing.
It's stuck in there.
You think so?
Absolutely.
That's what I was wondering, but I don't see. It's got to be back in here. I'm not touching. Anyway, so what would you say? How many minutes before you called us did this happen?
I just called right as soon as it happened.
Okay, fantastic. And you said you could see the barrel.
Well, according to reports, Brandon already knew that his estranged wife, Melanie, had agreed with cult leaders, both Chad and Lori Daybell, that Brandon had a dark soul. Remember, Daybell believed he could judge light and dark spirits, and he even created this graph where he determined who were the good guys and who were the bad guys. In the Daybell cult, bad things seemed to happen to the dark souls, and Brandon was rightly concerned. He scored 3 dark. Well, now the Daybells have the potential of facing one more violent felony charge in this ever-evolving case. So here's the lineup of charges they face. Lori has been charged with conspiring to kill Charles Vela with the help of Alex Cox. Now you'll remember Chad Daybell escaped prosecution in that one for now. She still sits in a mental health facility while the state of Idaho attempts to restore her competency to stand trial. She and her husband, Chad Daybell, face a host of charges, including conspiracy to commit murder in the deaths of Lori's children, 7-year-old J.J. Vallow and 17-year-old Tylee Ryan. Now, they also face conspiracy to commit murder charges in the death of Chad's previous wife, Tammy Daybell. Lori faces another murder charge in Arizona for Charles Vallow's death. We talked about that. And now we're going to watch and see if the Maricopa County Attorney is going to file attempted murder charges in the B.O.L.O case. Hey, and who knows? I mean, what could possibly happen with Joe Ryan and others? Well, I would love to be a fly on the wall and hear what the other cult members of Chad and Lori's wacky belief system are thinking right now. I mean, each must have wondered if they were the next person to fall into the symbolic gun sights. Hey, well, since we're talking cults, I hope you'll make sure to check out my book, Deceived, an investigative memoir of the Zion Society cult. It chronicles my investigation and takedown of a religious cult. 12 people were convicted in this horrible case, and the self-proclaimed prophet died in prison. You'll learn about cult recruiting practices and how the 32 children victims rose above the abuse they suffered. Don't miss out on the special holiday pricing we have at profilingevil.com. But now, what do you think about the possibilities of new attempted murder charges against Chad and Lori Daybell? The Maricopa County Attorney passed on Chad once during the evaluation of Chandler's charges against him for Charles Vallow. Will Gilbert, Arizona Police obtain a different outcome? I'm going to be watching for your comments down below. And if you found this video to be interesting and educational, then I hope you'll take a moment and hit that like and the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get all of our notifications. Hey, thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon at the next crime scene.